Hi all, welcome to Code with Prince. So in the today's video, we are just going to see about the advanced version of using Git. So if you don't know the basic versions of how to use Git clone, how to clone the project from your online GitHub to your local repository, please do refer the video. I'm just given in the description link. And now I'll be just explaining you like how to use the advanced version of Git, like how to merge the code and how to do the changes with real-time example. So here, if you see, I have just already cloned my project and I have just kept it in my local. So I have just cloned from my GitHub repository. This particular repository I just cloned and I just kept it in my local. So if you wanted to clone, as I told, like you can, if you don't know how to clone the code and how to like bring this code to your local repository, like do watch the videos. Okay, so now, so consider that there will be different, for example, consider there are 5 members in a team. So obviously different members in a team will be like contributing different works. So if everyone are working on the same repository, so how to maintain a good code structure and how to like avoid breaking unnecessary issues with the existing code whichever has been written. So there is a simple way. So consider like there are two members named Prince and Aditya. There are two different team members are in the team. So Prince is being allocated a work to do sign in functionality. I think everyone knows the sign in, like you have to just give the username and password and you have to do the sign in. So Prince has been allocated to do the sign in work and Aditya has been allocated to do the sign up work. So where the user signs up if the user has not registered to that particular website. So now what Prince is going to do is he is going to create a new branch called Prince, like which is a unique. Okay, and he is going to work on some separate branch and Aditya is going to work on the separate branch. Okay, so now I will tell you how to create a new branch. So let me open the Visual Studio Code, this particular main branch. So why you should not work on the main branch means, because in the main branch only the entire code will be there. Consider that you're working on a 2 years long project where there are a lot of files and project files are there. Okay, so in that scenario, like in the main only everything will be there. So if you straight away go and work on the main branch and if you go and commit the changes, if your code changes has some issues, so that is gonna break the existing application which is running. So for that reason only, like we won't work on the main branch and we always prefer to work on the separate branches for our separate tasks. But I will tell you like how that can be merged to the master. So now from here, let me click on this. Let me click on create new branch. So now I'm just going to create sign in. So sign in feature. So I'm just going to work on the sign in feature as I told. So sign in hyphen. So I am working on this. I'm just going to give my name because like to be unique. So sign in hyphen Prince 1924. For example, I'm just going to work on this. I'm just entering this. So now if you could see a new branch is being created, but this branch won't be available in your remote repository, which is like this remote repository, which is an online repository. It won't be available. The reason is we have not committed this or we have not published this branch. So it's very simple. You can just click on this publish branch option. When you click on this publish branch, so basically this branch is going to be published over here. So now let me refresh and I will show you. So here you will be able to see the branch of sign in hyphen Prince 1924. So now let me do one thing. So I will just go and work on, consider like I am working on sign in feature. So I'm just creating sign in file, sign in.js. But right now I'm not going to do any functionality over here, but just to understand your purpose, I'm just creating it as sign in.js file. So consider this file has a console.log of sign in. So consider this file has a sign in functionality, which I have completed. Okay. So now what I am going to do, so here in the Git tree, I'm able to see the changes of sign in. I'm just going to click on the state changes and I'm just going to give some commit like sign in functionality implemented. And I'm just going to click on the commit icon. So now I have committed. So it is asking me to configure the user.name and user.email in the Git, because as I told that I have always kept like if I'm working on any new project or new file, like I have not configured globally. So it is asking me to configure before committing because it needs to know which person has committed the message. So git config user.name Prince 1924. I'm just gonna give git config user.email princebala19 @gmail.com. So I have just completed the config. So now if you see, I'm just going to commit the message. So it is gonna commit. So now I'm just gonna sync the changes as well. So if you see, the changes is being synced. So whatever changes we have done. So now let me go and open this Google. So if you see, like, I'm just gonna refresh it. Can you see it is already showing me sign in Prince 19 had recent pushes less than a minute ago. So consider that there is a team lead in my team. So me and Aditya, Prince and Aditya are working in the team, and there is a team lead. So what we used to do is, most of the time, so like we used to, there is a point called pull request. So what does this pull request mean is, so whatever code you're working, you can raise a pull request, and that code changes will be reviewed by your team lead, and he will approve your PR. So for basically, now let me compare and pull request. I'm just clicking on the compare and pull request. I'm just giving the message as sign in functionality implemented. I'm just creating the pull request. Okay, so once after I create the pull request, you will be able to see checking for ability to so now this is a separate branch, which I am working as a separate branch, but this branch has to be merged with master to reflect the changes, like, because that's a main branch. Okay, so now if you see here, like, once after I raise a pull request, so if your team lead gives any commands like please remove this or remove that, like please remove this piece of code, change this piece of code, he might give you with comment. So like, I'm just clicking close with comment. Okay, so I'm just clicking on please remove with this. So if you see, like, I have closed this PR, like, by giving this comment. So if you see now, like you can work on the comment. So like, I'll be working on that comment, and Prince will work on that comment, and like, he can reopen this pull request as well. And I think if you wanted to close this PR, you can close the PR. And like, if you want to, if the team lead feels that okay, there is need to be done, the changes are need to be done, so like, do these changes like that, he can comment. So Prince should work on this comment later on, and once Prince works on this comment, he can intimate his team lead that okay, this is done. So once after this is done, so like, your team lead will just click on this merge pull request. So if he clicks on this merge pull request, what will happen, confirm merge. So what happens, this will automatically merge your code changes to your master branch. Can you see pull request successfully merged and closed? So now let's go back to your main branch. So if you see here in my main branch, let me click on the code. So if you see, can you see the signin.js file has came to the main branch, but we have did the changes in the sign, like in this branch, and once the team lead approves it and closes it, it automatically merges to your main branch. Okay, so now I'll show the one more way of doing it. So now, like, the Prince functionality is done. So now consider that Aditya is going to work on the sign up functionality. So now here I'm just going to create a new branch. Okay, so I'm just going to create a new branch named as sign in. Sorry, it's sign up Aditya. This time I'm creating it from the online repository, not from the remote repository. So now let me click on sign up Aditya. Okay, create branch. So I just clicked on the create. So now this new branch is getting created. Okay, so let this branch be, I think this is being created. Like, if you see now, the sign up Aditya is being created, but this branch is being created in your remote repository. But if I go to my local repository here, like, I have only my main branch and the sign in Prince 1924 branch. I don't have the Aditya branch which I have created. So now for doing that, like, you can just go here, you can go on the branch. No, you can go to pull or push, and you can just click on the fetch. So what this fetch will do is, it will fetch all the all the branches that are available in the remote, and it will help to fetch that to your local. Can you see now the sign up Aditya has come to your local? So now, like, shift to this branch sign up Aditya, and you can start working on the code changes as usual. So now I am just going to create a new branch, new file called sign up.js, and I'm just going to give console.log of sign up, and let me sync the changes. I think it's not getting reflected. It is taking some time to get reflected. So now I have created a signup.js as a new file, and I'm just checking it. Okay, so now like as usual, you can just commit and you can push the changes. But here I'm just going to show something different. So what is that is, so like sometimes what happens when you try to like merge the code, you might get some conflicts. Okay, so now let me go to this. Let me do one thing. Let me make some changes over here as sign. Okay, sign in with Prince. Okay, I'm just doing these small changes. So now I'm just going to tell you how to merge the changes, merge two branches in your GitHub. So there in the online remote repository, when the team lead confirms then the merge and pull request, it automatically will merge. So I'll tell you how to manually merge, okay, with your GitHub, okay, so, with your Visual Studio Code. So now let me go to sign up Prince 1924. So now what I'm going to do, so whatever changes are there in the Aditya branch, I'm just going to merge to my branch. Okay. So before that, let me commit these changes. No, I think, okay. First, I'll do one thing. Let me commit these two changes. Okay, in the sign in Prince 1924, let me commit, let me sync these changes as well. So it is being pushed to the master. So once after doing this, let me go to the master main branch. And now what I'm going to do is, so here can you see it is showing down arrow. So what does that mean is, because you remember like that we merged the code in the remote repository only, but in our local we didn't do anything. So it is telling that two down arrow, which means that two incoming codes are there. Just click on the pull to take the latest code from the main branch. So now if you see, the latest code has come here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to merge the master branch with sign in Prince 1924. So I just hit on this branch. So you can merge it like this, simple. And if you click on the sync changes, it is going to sync the changes. Okay, so it's very simple. Like if you wanted to merge two branches, you can just click on this, and like you can just straight away click on the merge option and you can merge it. Merge branch, and you can select the branch and you can merge it. So now I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm just going to sign up.aditya. So where we have the sign in option. So here I'm just going to write one more console.log of code with Prince. Okay, and here I'm just going to give sign in with Prince, and I'm just going to commit this changes. I think this is not getting reflected, so let me open it again in some new instance. Okay, so now sometimes this might happen. So like now I have just clicking on this, and I'm just giving sign in. I'm just committing it with message as sign in changes. So once I commit it, I'm just going to sync these changes to master as well. So now I am going to the, once I have committed and once I pushed it, I'm just going to the sign up Prince 1924. So now I want to merge these two branches. So now click on the branch, merge branch, and I'm just going to merge sign in Prince 1924, sign up Aditya. I'm just going to merge the sign up Aditya. So can you see you're getting merge conflicts? So why do you get merge conflicts means, because if you see this code has console.log of sign with Prince, this code has code with Prince. So sometimes you might get the merge conflicts. So what should you do when you get the merge conflicts is, it's very simple. You have to just like, there will be two options. This is the current change. Okay, this is the incoming change. If you wanted to accept the current change, click on this current change. If you wanted to accept incoming change, click on this. If you want to accept both the changes, just click on accept both the changes. So now these both the changes also will be available. So once you save this, so just you have to go and click on this plus icon. So this will stage the change, because that is in the merge change. Now this has become to staged changes. And after that, you can just straight away commit it and you can push it. Okay, you can sync the changes. So this is how you have to resolve the conflicts, because sometimes you might get the conflicts when you merge two branches, because it won't be in such in some cases it won't be able to do the automatic merge. So in that scenario, it might get confused and it might give you an error, something like conflict. So you have to just very simple, just it will show some blue arrow as I shown you, accept incoming change or current change, and you can just choose that, and just you can like accept the incoming change or outgoing, like incoming change or like the current change, and you can just save the file and stage the changes and commit it. Very simple. If you want, I will show you one more time. Let me go to the main branch, because I think let us try to merge the main branch with the Aditya branch. We might get the same error. So branch, merge branch. Let me merge the signup.aditya one. So can you see we are getting the same error? So in this, I'm just going to accept the current change. So this change will be accepted. Then after that, as I told, click on this stage changes. So that is going to stage the changes, and after that you can commit and you can sync the changes. So this is how you have to work with different branches. So now let me show you here. Sign up Aditya has like latest changes, sign up Prince 1924. So you'll be able to see all the branches. You can just click on the branches and you can see the files, what it is there in this branch. You can see the main branch as well, and you can just see what are the file changes are there. If you want to raise a pull request, you can compare and raise a pull request. So these are the different uses of the Git, and this is the advanced version of Git, because this will be very useful when you work on a long team members. So each individual persons will be working on a separate branch, and they will be raising a pull request, and team lead will be reviewing that, and he or she will approve the PR and he will merge to the master. So this is how in real time every team will be working with usage of Git. But like this Git is a version control system, so where you can access the code, contribute to the code, take the code, and you can work on it. But like if you see, even though if Git is not there, so there are different platforms like bitbucket.org. Even if you see this bitbucket.org also is similar to Git only. If you see, it is similar to Git only. Same command will be working everywhere. So if you see here, I have a repository. So same pull request will be there, same clone options will be there. Everywhere it is common. Okay, there is no such difference. If you see Git is there, Bitbucket is there, TF is there. So in everywhere, like you'll be having the same Git commands the same. You can like clone it, you can contribute to the repository, you can push the code to the repository, you can create a branch, you can merge two branches, and you can work and you can perform all the actions in most of these. The common is Git, but there are different Bitbucket is there, and there are different things, but still everything are same only. Okay. So yeah, I think this video will be very useful for you. And thanks for watching the full video. If you wanted to follow more videos, which I am going to upload soon, so please do subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. Thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.